Welcome Pisces, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your January new moon reading. The new moon is in Aquarius, and although this reading is being done under the new moon energy, it is a timeless reading. So this is signaling a time with the new moon in Aquarius where all the retrograde planets have moved direct. And for a unique window of a few months, we have everything moving out of its shadow period retrospectively in the end of February, the end of March, so that we can consider the lessons we've learned throughout the pandemic and apply those lessons, that vision, as we move forward into the present and future moments. So let's get started with your overall energy, Pisces. We have the Emperor. You are in charge, Pisces. You are feeling in charge. And I'm feeling like these cards are so thick. There's nothing underneath it. Instead, it is the weight of the sovereignty you feel and control you feel in your life. The Emperor is indicating that you are experienced in manifesting. You understand that this is a moment to strategize your forward motion, and that you understand how to lead others and on behalf of others to a success, to victory, on behalf and for the benefit of all concerned. This is you as a leader, Pisces, and you have this unique opportunity to express and experience your leadership qualities in every aspect of your life. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the 8 of Cups. You've learned all you can from some possibly professional, collective, community effort that you've been involved in. You may have completed a training, an internship, an apprenticeship. You may have learned from your superiors in a way that indicates for you that it is time to move on to greater significance and meaning. The way that what is motivating you is this vision you have of greater sovereignty over your life, over your fate, the impact on your community, you know, can be much greater. And it is that vision of empowerment and your ability to share that with others that is motivating you to move to new challenges. In the first house, we have the Death card, and this actually is working beautifully in your desire to move on, to release experiences that you have gained all you can gain from, but which are no longer serving you. This has a particular focus on who you are in the world, your perspective. You are seeing things very differently. You are understanding yourself to be motivated differently than you may have been in the past. You are shedding your skin in many ways. You are releasing an old identity in order to move forward, embracing the change that you see in the world and in yourself. The 4th house is the Empress, and indeed we now have a divine coupling. This divine coupling can be reflected or mirrored in a relationship with a new goal, a new audience, your clientele, your students. It fundamentally is mirroring this ability within you to balance out your assertive needs and your ability to receive the rewards of your efforts. So your assertive and receptive abilities are well joined, and you are fundamentally at your base rooted in this abundant universe that you are reflecting through your ability to generate new ideas of abundance. But it is not simply generating wealth or abundance that is your motivation here. It is the process of generating what you want from what you have. This is a deep resourcefulness that is a reflection of what we call Mother Nature, so that you are giving to yourself the benefit of continually generating new ideas, new directions for this new you. This is coming from your core, new ideas, new opportunities that are fundamentally within your core, and that you are now out picturing to meet the new challenges that this vision is creating for you. In the seventh house, we have the Six of Swords, and this emphasizes again this desire to move away from chaotic relationships, of perhaps an environment where you haven't felt seen or heard, your efforts to contribute to the whole, to solving problems, to the abundance of a partnership or an organization are unseen and do not feel impactful. You're moving away from that as much to find solutions as peace. You are looking for the acceptance of the lessons that you've learned, with the knowledge that you could not be where you are without these necessary lessons, the gifts of these lessons that perhaps took the form of pain, suffering, conflict, or chaos. I'm going to clarify the Death card in the first house with the King of Pentacles in the second house and the Eight of Cups, a repeat in the third house. New opportunities are appearing in the form of new familial relationships, quite possibly. There are new connections to family members in less familiar places, extended family members, members of your familial community that are indeed motivating you to move further afield, away from a situation where you have learned a lot, but you're taking the lessons you've learned from one place and you're looking for the challenge in other vistas. You are bringing with you this mastery that you are exhibiting, this desire for security and stability in your world. This is not without its creative challenges, and that wets your whistle. So I see you really fundamentally focused on building prosperity, absolutely. And that is coming from this desire and need you have to exercise your leadership, to show others, to engage others in the gaining of this material comfort, prosperity, even luxury. These are meaningful to you as they reflect, again, your natural sense of abundance, that abundance is all around you, and your job, your experience allows you to transform this abundance to add to your security and stability. The Empress in the fourth house is clarified by the Queen of Swords in the fifth house and the King of Cups in the sixth house. Interesting, part of your leadership style is clear, is decisive, is able to hear and understand others. This is one of your strengths. However, your invitation to counsel, your understanding and empathetic support of others who you see in need of help is also mirrored by your curiosity, your ability to hear and listen to, without judgment, the experiences of others. And by the same token, to detach your own powerful emotions appropriately so that you can make the best, most rational decisions in terms of your creative expression, those things you select to pursue, and your ability to maintain leadership in a situation in which it may appear to others that all are working independently. However, you support your team by your ability to hear and listen to their needs and their desires to exercise their tasks, their jobs in the way that suits them. You're supremely strategic in this way because by allowing your team members, your collaborators freedom, you gain more more allegiance, more loyalty from your team because of your ability to be there for your coworkers, your team members, your collaborators at every level, understanding that the emotional security of your team is of a paramount importance to you and to them. The Six of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the Five of Wands in the 8th house and the Nine of Swords in the 9th house. There's a lot of conflict that you have fielded in your various work and domestic relationship environments. You are one who brings together teams of people. You like to create adventures or opportunities for collaboration, for a team effort, and that is one of your skills, finding opportunities for your team to express themselves, to grow and to learn. The ability to create learning environments in an area that may appear to be conflictual to you is natural to your emotional intelligence. You see the opportunities in conflict because you're able to see the needs of the individuals in the group and a way to collaborate so that needs are met and people can work together towards the solution of challenges. This has been extremely hard one for you. You have been through a very powerful healing experience, and this healing experience has led to this tremendous change in your goals and in who you are, your approach, your perspective on the world. You have learned to release a lot of the suffering you have experienced. Fundamentally, you have had a rough experience in many of your relationships. You have been hurt, you have been betrayed, but your ability to understand more fundamentally the needs of the individuals involved has prevented you from making harsh judgments that would block your understanding of the value of the lessons you've gained. Every one of the sufferings that you experience through others, you have learned not only the lesson, but the necessity of that lesson in your life in order to come to the opportunity that you're at this time. The Eight of Cups in the 11th house is clarified by the Star card in the 12th and in the 11th and the Judgment in the 12th house. This is you, in my view, revolutionizing at least your world. You see an opportunity that may have existed in another guise, through the guise of another relationship, another event, another opportunity that was not successful in the past, but you have glimpsed the vision through your efforts, through your experience, to understand that when you give yourself permission to heal, to change, you can imagine and experience unbelievable things. This vision that you now hold as a result of this healing that you've undergone, this healing has been a long time. It has preceded the pandemic, but the pandemic greatly allowed you the opportunity to understand, at least in part, the many lessons that this the changes, the difficulties, the struggle has afforded you. And you now have a chance to do something over, make something better that you abandoned in the past. This can also be something that abandoned you in the past that now comes to you in perhaps the same guise, the same relationships, the same opportunities, or new ones. But you recognize this is your chance to create a victory out of something that perhaps even devastated you in the past. Such a beautiful and powerful reading. I'm going to finish this up with an oracle card, Pisces, from Soul's Journey. And I pulled relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I love this for you, Pisces. I hope this has been helpful to you. This is a beautiful reading. All readings help me, and so I thank you for that and look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.